Welcome back to Havana Media. My name is Boniface Awino, and as usual, I'm going to be your host for today. Now, let me start by saying this, that if you're meeting for the first time, please don't forget to take a minute, click the subscribe button. You can also like, share, drop me a comment in the comment section. Tell me what you think and where you're watching this video from. I really appreciate what you're doing. I really appreciate your support. Those are giving you your support. Those are meeting. If you're meeting for the first time, please don't forget to just click the subscribe button and also tell me where you're watching this video. If you're within the country, it's good to tell me which county are you watching this video from. And if at all you're outside the country, it's also good telling me which country or are you watching these videos from. Now, coming back to our discussion, I've got two top stories to talk about. Story number one is this issue of Francis Atwoli, and also number two, I'll talk about Uhuru Kenyatta. But I think I feel like let me start with the Uhuru Kenyattas. Today in the morning, today I was listening to Uhuru Kenyatta. He's in Mombasa. And Uhuru Kenyatta was talked about two key things. Number one, he talked about this issue of some leaders trying to blame Donald Trump of refusing to lend them money. And Uhuru Kenyatta is telling these leaders that why are you blaming Donald Trump? You are not paying tax in the United States of America. There is nowhere that there is no agreement within your country and America that America is supposed to give you money. So why can't you work with what you have? Why can't you just figure out how to manage what you have?
I saw some people the other day crying, I don't know, Trump has removed money. He said he's not giving us any more money. Watu wanalia. Why are you crying? It's not your government, it's not your country. He has no reason to give you anything. I mean, you don't pay taxes in America. He is appealing to his people. Shauri yenu bwana. This is a wake-up call for you to say, okay, what are we going to do to help ourselves? Instead of crying, tujiulize, what are we going to do? Haya ametoa hiyo pesa, sasa tutafanya namna gani jameni? What are we going to do? To support ourselves. Because nobody is going to continue holding out a hand there to give you. It is time.
And then I reflected it in our country. Now, in our country, we have got the members of parliament, we have got the governors, we have got the senators, we have got the PSS, we have got the CSS, we have got the deputy president and the president. Looking at their pay slip, the gross income, you find that the president is being paid 1.4 million. That is the president. And then the deputy president is being paid 1.2. Now, 1.2, and then the prime cabinet secretary is being paid 990. And then we come to Attorney General is also being paid 990. Now, coming to the MPs and also the senators, members of parliament are being paid 739,000. And then you come to senators are also being paid 739. We have got governors 990. Members of parliament, members of county assembly, that is the MCAs are being paid 164,000. That one is just a gross income. Now, every MP, whenever every MP goes on a sitting, they're normally being given 7,500 every sitting. Now that one tells you why these our members of parliament normally like going to the parliament in case there is an impeachment of something, or maybe there is something going on. They normally go to the parliament because they know that every sitting there must be 7,500 Kenya shillings in their pocket. So take a look at this. In a week, let's say that they've gone for the sitting maybe twice. So 2 sittings and a member of parliament have got 15,000. We can't talk about senators, we can't talk about the governor, because of course we can't talk about senators. Governors don't go for the sittings. We only have senators. So the senators and the members of parliament, they normally have got their sitting allowance. The MPs have got 7,500. Senators, I don't know exact amount, but I think they are also somehow there. So take a look at this. How many members of parliament we have? We have got 349 members of parliament. The elected ones, the nominated ones, we have got 349. I want you to get this right. We have got 349 members of parliament. And remember, every sitting, just a single sitting, every member of parliament gets an allowance of 7,500. If you take 349 members of parliament, multiply by 7,500 Kenya shillings, that each one of them is being paid, you'll get that a total amount that Kenya spends in one sitting. Only we will not talk about the speaker and all the deputy speaker, all those ones. Only members of parliament. Kenya spends 2.6 million Kenya shillings in a single sitting. Now take a look at, now let us calculate that now they have got 2 sittings in a week. That is 5.2. That is 5.2 Kenya shillings. Within 1 week, if they have got 2 sittings, within 1 week Kenya have spent 5.2. That is Kenya shillings, just to give them the members of parliament. Now that one was all about the allowance, the sitting allowance. Now let us now come to the gross salary. One member of parliament is being paid 736,000 Kenya shillings every month. Remember, we have got 349 members of parliament. So if you take 349 members of parliament, you multiply by 736,000 Kenya shillings that these people are being paid. Kenya spends 256 million Kenya shillings to pay members of parliament every month. Now, take 256 million Kenya shillings every month, and then you add to that amount of money, and then I can remember we calculated that Kenya, we only 2 sittings in a week. 208 million, you add 256 million. How much? Now that is the amount of money that is being spent on members of parliament. And then you want to tell us that Kenya, we have got no money. So when Uhuru Kenyatta is talking about this, he knows what he says. And then number 2 is, I also heard him talking about the issue of the kazi mtaani. He's saying that some people started inciting that the issue of kazi mtaani was all about politics, the political gain, but that was not his plan. Remember, William Samoei Ruto ended the issue of kazi mtaani. So why?
Kazi mtaani program was intended to put money in people's pockets in order for them to be able to sustain themselves during that difficult time. In rural areas, people had their small plots and their ngombes and their mbuzis. But in urban areas, this was very difficult. So therefore, unlike what some people tried to indicate that this was a political agenda, it was totally aimed at ensuring that these Kenyans who, through no fault of their own, were unable to go to their places of work, at least would have an opportunity to earn a living and be able to continue to support their families during that most difficult time. The other big question.
That is story number 1. Story number 2 is about Francis Atwoli. Let me ask this. Who is Francis Atwoli in this country? Because personally, even before I started knowing anything to do with politics, Atwoli was there. I know very well that even you, the person that you're watching this video, before you knew anything else, in fact, when you were born, you find Francis Atwoli in politics. What profit or what is it that Francis Atwoli have done that people can say that Atwoli has been in politics for this period of time, and these and these and these are the things that he has done? What are they? If there is any, please tell me. Now, workers are crying. Workers are really suffering. Francis Atwoli is just talking about politics. I want us to listen to Francis Atwoli, by the way.
Yes. We had the largest formation than what they want to form now. And also Msioka was there. All these tendencies were Wamadwa. Wamadwa is me who removed him from Ruto. And I gave him to Uhuru Kenyatta. And Uhuru Kenyatta made him a minister. Change, son. So I'm telling you, all these types of formations you are seeing, these are self-decorating formations. some for collecting money from sympathizers and what have you. But let come elections. You and me and Kenyans know very well, if Kenyan politics was being decided on issues, today Atwoli will be the president of the Republic of Kenya. Kenya's politics is twinned and pegged on ethnicity. Once you organize tribes, we had Moi for 24 years. In the whole of central Kenya, it was only Kamodo who was speaking out. It was only Kamodo who was supporting Moi. If you don't know, the Secretary General of Kano. And I was there. You were there, most of you were adults. Moi left another day. Did Central Kenya remove Moi from power? Is there anybody in Central Kenya who was more powerful than Gino Matimba? From Embassy Home in Murang'a, Charles Wanyoike Rubia. Not these people, they are just joking. Have we had anybody on the political scene, an organizer, Chiruti politicians than Raila? Has he become a president at any given time? His father, who was a Chiruti organizer, left government in 1966. He died another day. Was he made a president by Kenyans? What about Masinde Muliro in Western Kenya? What about Paul Joseph Ngei? You want to tell me Kalonzo Musyoka is more powerful in the campaign than Paul Joseph Ngei? I saw Ngei myself with APP, African political party. When we were going for elections, did Ngei become a president? We have had organizers like the late Mulu Mutisia. Kalonzo Musyoka is a product of Mulu Mutisia right away from the university. He didn't make himself, he did not make himself a politician. He was nominated in Kanu's position. And he was always pro-government. Up to today, whenever Kalonzo is, he considers himself as a person who is inside government. Because that is how he was brought up. Who else? Can you tell him Matiang'i can be a president of the Republic of Kenya? I have worked with Matiang'i. Matiang'i is a tax collector. More than William Samoei Ruto, I know him. When we were in Azimio and we were living, Matiang'i did not even campaign for Raila. He did not stand up. He did not appear anywhere supporting Raila. They were busy in the office of the president making money. I know them, I was there. Rigathi, another day, he was saying me and Murade. There is those clips are there. Who is Atwoli? And when we paid a courtesy call to the president on 14th of February 2023 at the State House, Rigathi told Ruto, off. Why are you meeting workers? They did not support us. It is not our duty to support whoever we want to support. He said off. These people didn't have, they didn't support us. They have not any slightest share in this government, workers. He also dismissed you people of the press. Today he's your darling. He dismissed the press. And during Labor Day last year, he refused. I invited him to come and have lunch with workers. Rigathi refused. He's not pro-workers. We know him and we will fight him. We will fight him. I will make sure we fight him.
No, I'm failing to understand this guy. Why can't you just do what you're supposed to do? Why can't you just work, be in your docket? Why are you leaving your work simply because you want to praise William Ruto? That is why Gachagua is calling him a praise and worship member. He's among the praise and worship team. They are praising William Ruto every now and then. The workers are working, are crying. Some have lost their jobs. Some have not even been paid. Instead of finding ways of how these people can be paid, you are in politics. You are fighting Gachagua. You're fighting Gachagua. What is it? Let us listen to him. After all, guys, that is all I have for today. Let me also know what to think at the comment section concerning this. But a reminder, if we are meeting for the first time, don't forget to click the subscribe button, like, share, drop me a comment at the comment section, tell me what you think and where you're watching the video from. Until we meet again, I've been your host, Boniface Awino. Bye-bye.